is only God and the monads. God created the universe and granted it free will. Free will is the breath of the universe. It is the flow of time, the movement, the transformation of chaos into complexity, the emergence of new forms of being. The universe is the realm of creation and the becoming of the higher selves, the monads, primordial, indivisible, and immortal spiritual entities, either God-born or God-created. The grand order of existence consists of an innumerable multitude of monads and the diverse forms of materiality they bring into being. They transcend all limits of our understanding to such an extent that we can hardly grasp anything about them, except for the mere fact of their existence. Each monad is akin to God, possessing an inexhaustible creative potential and the freedom of will. In the unfathomable expanse of time, a spirit of unparalleled magnitude, known to us as Lucifer, embodying the inalienable freedom of choice granted to every monad, turned away from his creator in pursuit of crafting a universe of his own design. Many other monads, both great and small, followed him. Their attempt to forge another universe began within this one. They sought to create worlds, but these worlds were frail and crumbled into ruin, for in their rebellion, the God-forsaking monads rejected the one force that binds all together. Love is the only unifying and binding principle. The divine plan leads countless monads toward the highest unity. As they ascend the steps of being, the forms of their unions grow in perfection. Love for God and for one another draws them ever closer. And when each monad immerses itself in God and co-creates with Him, the most perfect unity is achieved. Oneness with the divine without the loss of its unique self. God continuously brings forth new monads, while demons are incapable of creating even a single one. Thus, the balance of power is forever shifting against them. There are no more new rebellions, and none shall ever occur again. Lucifer's cosmic design is the opposite of the divine plan. Each monad that has joined him is merely a temporary ally, and ultimately a potential victim. Every demonic monad, from the greatest to the least, harbors the dream of ruling the universe. Pride whispers to each that it alone is the strongest. They are driven by a categorical imperative, a principle of absolute self-affirmation. I am, and all that is not me must become me. In other words, all things and all beings must be consumed by this singular, self-asserting I. God gives Himself freely. They seek to devour all. That is why the demonic will is vampiric and tyrannical, and why the tendency toward domination is not merely an attribute of any demonic self, but its very essence. As the struggle continued, the demonic forces began to grasp the futility of their attempts to build a self-sustaining universe. still striving to create independent worlds, they turned their efforts toward a new objective, conquering those realms already formed or currently being shaped by the divine will. Their goal was never destruction, but dominion. Yet destruction inevitably followed their conquests. Deprived of the unifying principles of love and co-creation, held together only by the conflicting forces of violence, such worlds could never endure for long. There are galaxies in the throes of collapse. There are planets dying or already dead. Mars, Mercury, Pluto, ruins of shattered branchitures. All monads of light were expelled from these systems, which fell under demonic dominion. Then came the final catastrophe, and the demonic legions were left adrift, aimlessly roaming the cosmos in search of a new realm to invade. Yet, there exist macro-branchitures and entire galaxies beyond their reach. Orion stands as a domain completely freed from demonic influence, a macro-branchiture of immense spiritual light. The great Andromeda Nebula has never known demonic invasion. From its inception, it has ascended through ever-increasing spheres of divine bliss. Among the countless galaxies of the universe, many are untouched by darkness. Yet our galaxy, alas, is not among them. Long cast down from the macro-branchiture of the universe, the forces of the fallen wage an unceasing, relentless war in the worlds of our galaxy against the forces of light, taking on countless forms. And one of the battlefields of this war is Earth's Shadanakar,